All right, we've been waiting a long time for this day, but the day is here, Mr. Mike Russo. How are you, my friend?
I am doing well. How are all of you?
We're doing good.
Great.
We are not only here with Mike Russo, but my friends Renee Velasquez and the Jay Kinder, which not to take the sizzle off of this, Mike, but we gotta wish my boy here a happy birthday, Jay Kinder.
Yeah. Thank you.
We saved this day for his birthday. I bet you didn't know that.
Yep. Best birthday present ever.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday.
Appreciate you, man. Good to have you back.
Thanks, man. It's great to be back.
The best birthday present I can think of to give Jay.
Yeah,
To bring Mike Russo and his team back home, back to eXp. You never see a bigger smile on his face, unless I was pulling up his driveway with a brand new jacked up truck. Maybe the smile might be bigger.
Nah.
But welcome back, Mike. We're super excited. Yeah, we're super excited that you're back with us. Welcome home, Renee. I know that that phone call was great, and working back together. The family's back, the team's back. And Renee, anything to input on that?
No, it was an excellent conversation, and super excited when we started that conversation, and just glad to see Mike's coming home.
I love it. So, the biggest question we usually say was, well, why did you come back? That's actually not the biggest question. We're going to put you on the hot seat today, Mr. Pizza King of Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Mr. Russo, we have, I think Leo told Jay and I were on a call about 2 months ago with Leo Perea, our amazing CEO. And he had shared a statistic with us that came from corporate, and that was that 9 agents per business day, Monday through Friday, that had left and thought that the grass was greener are coming back home. 9 per day. So you're not alone in this. I mean, there's it's I don't want to say it's common, but what has become common is the homecoming. Ironically, we just had a homecoming. My stepdaughter Cammie had her homecoming yesterday, and you're having your homecoming today. So, Mike, the biggest question I think everybody wants to know, I want to know is, what was it that initially, this is a tough question too, what was it that initially drew you away from the family? And then we'll ask some follow-up questions on that.
So that is a tough question. It's hard to make the decision to leave no matter where you go or what you're doing. Myself and another guy, basically, we're going to put together a team. We went through the process of everything. We were talking to other teams around the country and other formats or other brokerages, and Jay always says it's the best marketer that wins. So sometimes when you're in a situation for 5 or 6 years, you kind of lose some of that. And instead of going up the ladder and talking to, yourself or anybody else above that, we listen to the noise from outside, and, not always roses and peaches and whatever other analogy you want to put on there. But we decided to go with a different brokerage, and, from the jump, it just didn't feel right, didn't sit right. There was just something about it. I don't know what it was. Could be personalities, could be attitudes, could be just my perception of how business should be handled daily. And it was just different. Like it wasn't different for me and him. It was different from how everything was handled from the top down. And it just didn't sit right with me. And then over the course of 2, 3, 4 months, we started to get to the point where we were kind of growing apart a little bit, just different perceptions on what needs to be done and how it needed to be done. And I decided to come back. Coming back, like, Nick Krem and all the stuff about community champ, all that stuff. Like, I pride myself on being community first. So a lot of the stuff that you're going to see from me going forward is all about the community first. And what does that actually mean? Community first means could be real estate, could be whatever you want to look at it, but it's all about family. It's about community. It's about belonging to a group and really injecting yourself into that and then protecting everything that goes along with that. So that's why I came back. I miss everybody here. Had lots of friends. It was really, really, really cool to go to, Rock the Spectrum and agent to CEO. When I left, I didn't really think people cared, I guess. And when I came back, it was interesting to see, 50, 60 people all walk up to me and, generally excited and happy that I made the decision to come back. And they know not one of them has a financial gain by me coming back. So it had nothing to do with any of them. Obviously, the downline that I'm in, you, Jay, and Renee, like, I get it, but nobody else in that room mattered. And I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean, I don't impact them aside from being in the same room with them. So it was really cool to feel like I belonged somewhere finally, 10 months later. And, it was an interesting 10 months. So I'm glad I'm back.
Love it, man. Jay, you and I know a few things about, maybe ignoring some red flags along the way, chasing a shiny object.
One or two, yeah.
One or two. And, but you know what? You don't hit the shots that you don't take, Mike.
Right.
And, man, I've missed more than I've hit, but, we're honored that you came back home. What's cool too is now things have changed a bit here where there's even more opportunity. And Jay, you can kind of talk about it. I mean, you were obviously partnered with Renee and I. Now, because of the co-sponsorship opportunity, Jay knows a little something about the co-sponsorship opportunity. I think they're going to call him the most co-sponsored agent ever, eventually here. But you have, even more support. If you can even imagine that. Not that you didn't have a lot of support. I'd like your comments on that, what you thought. But now even more support with the co-sponsorship opportunity. How much impact do you think that sort of had? Maybe it didn't have any impact on your decision to come back, but how much more excited did it make you now that you've kind of like 2x'd the amount of support that you've had in the past?
Well, I mean, all of it is just amazing when you look at what Jay does on a daily basis. It's impossible for any one person to sit back and see all the stuff that he does or his team does behind the scenes. But now being part of that and being injected into all of the processes and everything that's there just takes my business from where I was before and amplifies it 10, 20, 100 times more than where we were before. And it's going to give the teammates on my team a better chance of succeeding with all of the NAEA stuff, everything that comes along with that. And then it'll also help me transition to more of, going from agent to CEO, right? We talked about that for 2 days. It'll help put my business on track to where I need to be to take care of my family first, our community second, and everything on down the line. And, I just can't be happier than this. We had a conversation. Jay and I were having a conversation at the
concert.
at the concert. And it was just amazing how people injected themselves into that conversation and just became part of it. And, it'll be awesome. And I'm just happy to be back. Yeah,
man. It's awesome to, to play any kind of role and working and helping somebody grow their business. So I always look at it as an honor. Like, how can we add value? How can we help your team be better? How can we help you grow? How can we help you expand? How can we help you get to your goals? We don't have goals for you. We just want to help you reach your goals. And so, yeah, man, it's good to have you back. I always say, just going back to this, like Al says, making, sometimes, it sounds like it might be better and you got to go find those things out for yourself. But I think one of the probably mismanaged thoughts in terms of like looking at a lot of the Me Too movement of these, these up and coming upstarts. Like when eXp was growing and we were at 10,000 or 20,000 agents, it was not perfect. Okay. So like, we know what it's like to experience not having all the right systems and processes and people in place. And a lot of times these companies at this size, people don't realize they're not fully set up to operate. And in some markets, they have the wrong people in the wrong places, and some departments don't exist. And so like, it's really hard to get traction and feel like you're a part of something and part of a community when there's not even enough revenue to get, to take care of the things that are super important in terms of how to run a business. And so, I think that's, one of the things that they're all encountering. It doesn't make them a bad company. It just means, they're not quite to where they need to be. And so it's been incredible. The 10 months that you've been gone, this co-sponsorship getting announced is such a huge opportunity, because now every person within eXp, now you can partner with, they can become a co-sponsor. You can become a co-sponsor with them. Whereas we all used to play together nicely anyways. And then, all of our, competitors called us silos or whatever. This co-sponsor thing has ignited this company back to growth again for the first time, in probably a couple of years, I would say at least 18 months. And it's because now you can, if Mike, if there's somebody that you bring on in another marketplace and they need somebody that's a connection down there, now we can create community down there and connect them in with us as well. And so just a lot of really cool things happening, and excited to have you back. You run a great business. You're a great representative of what we all stand for. And I'm just honored to be here. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. Renee's back.
I am. This phone call was so hot that it shut my phone down. That's how hot this call is. So, but yeah, we're cooled down and we're back.
Renee, you're the one that made the introduction to me originally from Mike, and you guys go back a long ways. I know you've had nothing but amazing things to say about Mike, and I know you're excited that he's back. This new opportunity that we all have here now with eXp is all it means is this. We had amazing support. We were able to offer amazing programs to the people that specifically joined us, right? That's called that's if you call that a silo, bring more of the silo juice, bring more of that silo energy to us, because all we're doing is helping agents change their lives by increasing their income by double, triple, because we're able to put that energy into the people who want to follow us. The agents that want to join us, we want to join, we're able to do that through lead generation, through coaching them on how to build their brand, through coaching them on how to utilize and leverage AI. Mike, you had mentioned that through Nick Krem. We're able to do this without asking for a credit card. It's pretty special. Renee, what are you most excited about with the Russo team? Is it the reemergence of good pizza coming back into our community, or is it something more than that?
Well, I think that Mike touched on it a while back when he was talking about, when he made that switch, and then he very quickly saw, the relationship was kind of strained. It didn't feel quite right. They kind of started moving in different directions, and I'm just real excited to know that didn't happen to us, despite the fact that you left. That didn't change our relationship. We still wanted to support each other, and I'm just happy that you are back, and we can continue to support and grow, and even add more value to that proposition. So just really excited to see what you do with the opportunities now, because I think they're infinite, and it's going to be amazing.
Love it. Well, everybody, if you'd like to learn more about Mike's journey and where he's going, because more importantly, it isn't about where he was at, it's where we're going together. We're on a new rocket ship with new fuel, and Honey Badger Nation is stronger than ever now that you're back home. So we appreciate you coming back home, coming back to the family. We're here to support you. Reach out to Mike, get up in Mike's DMs if you'd like to learn more about some of the programs that we mentioned that Mike and his entire team is taking advantage of, excuse me. Mike, welcome home, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, man. Great to be back. Can't wait to get going.
Let's go.
Happy
Take
birthday,
care.
Jay.
Hey.